for joining us on the broadcast. We are running short of time, but one important update coming in from the United Kingdom. We're now learning that emergency services rushed to Huntingdon Station on Saturday night after a horrific stabbing had taken place on a train in eastern England. Police say that 9 people suffered life-threatening injuries after attacks aboard the 6:25 p.m. service from Doncaster to London's King's Cross. The train was stopped at Huntingdon, where armed officers boarded and arrested 2 men. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the incident deeply concerning, urging people to follow police advice, while Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood stated that her thoughts were with the victims and she's warned against any sort of speculation. A British Transport Police has confirmed counter-terrorism officers are assisting as investigations continue into the motive behind this mass stabbing. Forensic teams and sniffer dogs remain at the scene as shocked commuters have described chaotic scenes and blood-stained passengers fleeing the train. Listen in to what some of the eyewitnesses have had to say.
I've been on the scene since just after 9 p.m. When I arrived, there was a really significant emergency services presence. The emergency services you can see behind me, much reduced from what it was when I first got here an hour and a half ago. There must have been 10 ambulances, a number of fire engines and well over 20 police cars, including armed police. My understanding so far, and I've not been briefed officially by the emergency services, but my understanding is that the attack took place on the train. It's a LNER train from Newcastle to King's Cross. The attack took place just after Peterborough Station, and there were multiple stabbings. The train stopped at Huntingdon, and armed police were able to deal with the situation then.
Had some screaming and shouting coming from at least a carriage or 2 down, and then I made eye contact with another passenger diagonal to me, and it was clear that something was going on. We didn't quite know what. And then a minute or so later, a man comes running down with a very clear wound, bleeding quite badly on his arm. And I thought it was like some sort of Halloween prank at first. But then he's shouting that someone's got a knife, he was stabbed. And then a few more people come running down the train. And then I grabbed my bag and my coat, and then I got up and moved forward down the train after them, trying to get as far down the train as they can. And that was kind of initially when I was like, oh, okay, something's happened.
I was in Coach H. I was literally just listening to Audible on my phone. And then I had guys suddenly run past going, run, run. There's a guy stabbing literally everyone, everything. At first, there was a few of us kind of looking at each other like thinking, was it a joke, like it's Halloween, like they're pranking. But then you could kind of see in their faces they were being serious. So I kind of got my stuff and I was running. And everyone was really pushing behind us, really panicking. And at this point, I was kind of asking questions like, what's going on? What's happening? Like, who is it? And they were like, a guy's just stabbing everyone back there. And then I put my hand on this chair, like just trying to push myself forward. And then I look at my hand and it's covered in blood. And then I look at the chair and there's blood all over the chair. And then I look ahead and there's blood all on the chairs. And I'm thinking, okay, this is...
Well, viewers, due to paucity of time, this is all we have for this bulletin. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned on NewsX World.